We move to this Fox News alert on a new showdown on Capitol Hill. Congress getting back to work on this Monday. House Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler is threatening to subpoena William Barr after the Attorney General took issue with the format of the hearing. Nadler wants to give the committee's attorneys a chance to question Barr. The Democratic chair says it's not up to Barr to dictate the terms of the hearing and questions whether the AG is afraid of something.
If the Attorney General is afraid to subject himself to questions where you can follow up, well, that may indicate lack of confidence in his own position. And more to the point, we have to get to the bottom of these issues. That's why we've called him in. And it's not up to the Attorney General to tell the committee how to conduct its business.
Rich Edson has more now from Capitol Hill, throwing out "Are you afraid?" without any facts or evidence of that. Rich?
Good afternoon. And you know, Harris, the question here on the Hill is it's still unclear if the Attorney General is going to appear on Thursday, because you do have the Democrats who control the House Judiciary Committee. They want to have that special session where their attorneys have an opportunity to question the Attorney General. The White House, the Department of Justice, they say that is excessive. And so, as you saw, Fox did speak with the House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler, who says what the White House is doing is simply stonewalling Congress.
The president said he's directed witnesses not to appear and to oppose subpoenas. And obviously that's obstructing oversight and is trying to make the presidency a monarchy to get rid of congressional accountability.
They're just acting really childish. It's almost embarrassing.
Democrats charge the Attorney General's conclusions about the Mueller report were inaccurate and too kind to the president. That and Barr's claim that intelligence agencies had surveillance or spied on the 2016 Trump campaign are likely to be the subjects at this Thursday's hearing before the House Judiciary Committee, if it does happen. Barr is also scheduled to testify Wednesday before the Senate Judiciary Committee. That's a panel that Republicans control. Barr has also offered senior members of Congress a chance to review a less redacted version of the Mueller report. Yet Democrats say they want to see the entire thing, and they have sent out a subpoena for the full version. This is just the latest spat between Democrats who control the House and the White House on a number of oversight issues, whether it comes to those within the administration, current or former officials appearing here in Congress to testify, or whether that's even the president's tax returns. So this relationship, once Democrats controlled the House, is pretty much taking form as many had expected, and the latest round of that is this.